the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Bunton.
Here.
Campbell.
Here.
Dempsey.
Here.
Ford.
Here.
Fournier.
Here.
Crop. Here. Menser.
Here. Okay, announcements, acknowledgements, communications, and reports. Do we have any? None? Okay. We have two presentations tonight, and the first one is going to be the domestic violence with Karen Gazer-Bates. Bates-Gazer? Oh, I'm never going to get that straight.
I know.
I got Karen right. I think I get credit for that.
We'll give you kudos for that one.
Okay.
All right, Pat, come on. I have Pat with me. And Pat is part of our Survivor Speaker Bureau, so she's going to do a little bit of talking, and then I'm going to do a little bit of talking.
Okay.
I'll let you go first.
Pat.
Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Pat DeWandler. My address 158 South Main. I'm here as a representative of Turning Point as a Survivor Speakers Bureau. I am a survivor of domestic violence. I have seen firsthand the effect on children growing up in a home watching one parent deliberately inflict pain on the other parent. It can become a cycle of learned behavior. October is recognized across the nation as Domestic Violence Awareness Month. I am here this evening because domestic violence is a highly pervasive crime that affects all of us. Domestic violence is a pattern of coercive, controlling behavior that may include physical, emotional, verbal, sexual, or financial abuse. Turning Point provided emergency shelter to 561 women and children last year who were fleeing domestic violence. Last year, Turning Point provided services to 78 women, children, and men who reside within Mount Clemens. It is important that survivors know that the abuse is not their fault. They are not alone, and help is available. Turning Point believes education is the key to prevention of domestic and sexual violence. Through Turning Point's prevention education program, students learn abuse is never the survivor's fault, as well as skills to develop equal and respectful relationships, and how to be a responsible bystander. Last year, Turning Point's prevention education program presented 320 educational sessions to 5,039 students, school staff, and youth service providers in the county. Students are surveyed before and after the prevention program. We know that our prevention education program has an impact on students as they consistently score higher on post-test evaluations. As community members, we can support these efforts by continuing to educate others about equal and respectful relationships. We can also educate others about the myths and facts which surround domestic violence and speak up when someone asks, why don't they just leave? Responding instead with the questions, why do people abuse their partners? What can we do as a community to stop this epidemic? We can commit to safe, supportive people for survivors by believing in them. Another way to support survivors is to offer resources such as Turning Point's 24-hour hotline, which provides safety planning and referrals to programs including counseling and legal advocacy. Turning Point is able to provide these services free thanks to the members of the community who volunteer and the support received through donations, community development block grant funds, grants, and fundraisers. Purple is nationally recognized color for Domestic Violence Month. And as you can see, you've already received the purple ribbons. At this time, I would ask that all of the board members wear their purple ribbon in the month of October to raise awareness about the impact that domestic violence has on individuals, families, and the community. By doing so, you will show survivors that they are not alone. Thank you for this opportunity to speak to you and for listening.
So you guys have your purple ribbons. October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. We have a ton of things going on. This Saturday at Freedom Hill is the Tara Grant Walk. Tara was killed by her spouse 11 years ago, and we hold this walk every year in her honor and to raise awareness so that other families don't suffer as her family has suffered. As she said, 78 people in this community use Turning Point services. So it's everywhere. People think it only happens in certain places. I'm here to tell you it does not. It does not know any kind of boundaries, whether it be racial, whether it be ethnic, whether it be financial. It touches everybody. So I would ask you to support anything that you can during the month of October. Feel free to visit our website and see all the events that we have going on. If you're a Facebook user, please look at our Facebook page. There's lots of things going on there. We will be at the Emerald Theater 2 or 3 times this month. One of the big things we're doing is October 11th. We are having a screening of a documentary called What Doesn't Kill Me. And it is the story of the court system, what a survivor goes through after she's been like out of our place, but she's still going through the court system. That can take years, can drag on forever. And so it's a real interesting documentary. There's going to be a panel afterwards, and that's at the Emerald Theater. It's free of charge. We're going to be there this Sunday night for a concert. Again, there's lots of things going on, and we would ask for your support during Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And please wear your purple ribbons to the 2 meetings in October. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, this next presentation is a very special presentation, and before I present them, I would like to just read a paragraph here to explain what the Carnegie Medal presentation is. Today we have 2 special presentations from the Carnegie Hero Fund Commission to 2 very brave men. The Carnegie Hero Foundation Commission was established in April 15, 1904 by Andrew Carnegie to recognize outstanding acts of selfishness, heroism performed in the United States or Canada. The commission awards the Carnegie Medal to those who risk their lives to an extraordinary degree while saving or attempting to save the lives of others. On April 9, 2017, a young boy fell into the Clinton River and was being carried away by the fast-moving current. Joshua Aaron Traylor jumped into the river to attempt to reach the boy, but shortly began to struggle to stay afloat and submerged. Ron Elko, who was fishing nearby, ran to the scene, jumped into the water near the boy, and grasped him by his shirt and brought him to safety. Sadly, Joshua was overcome by the current and lost his life. I would like to now, excuse me, it's emotional. I would like to now present the medals to the family of Joshua Traylor and to Mr. Ron Elko. So if you please come up to the front here, and I will present you with these great medals. We can show them. And tonight we have Anthony, what's the name of stand there? Anthony, who is the brother of Joshua, correct? His parents would not be here because they're taking care of another son, am I correct?
That is correct.
Okay. So, let me make sure. This one is for Alan, who saved a 3-year-old boy from drowning in Mount Clemens on April 9th, 2017. And if everybody can see, this is really a beautiful medal. And this is the same. This is an honor, posthumously, I guess. I'm going to say it for Joshua. I'm sorry he's lost his life.
The deed that he did goes way beyond, and it lives on. So hopefully, it can be an example to everybody, especially
Absolutely.
with everything that's going on in the world today. So I'm glad he can set the example. That was a goal he did.
And I'm sure that little boy will always remember.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Denise, did you give him the boxes? Oh, he's taking off. Oh, Karen will do it. It has her name on it, Karen. So, you know. Thank you. Okay. Get everything back here. Adoption of the agenda. I need a motion.
Move to.
Go ahead. Move to adopt the agenda as presented.
Support.
Okay, roll call.
Bunton.
Yes.
Campbell.
Yes.
Dempsey.
Yes.
Ford.
Yes.
Fournier.
Yes.
Crop.
Yes.
Menser.
Yes.
Okay, public participation. This is time you may address this body. All we ask is that you give us your name, residential address, and then you adhere to our 3-minute rule. So do we have anybody? No? Okay, well,
Mike Zubis, 221 Cass. I have an idea for the North Wilson situation. I've been thinking about this for a while because I remember recently they had come up here and they keep coming back, and I feel like, you know, I know that talking to them was a good solution and getting them to quiet down, but I feel like a more permanent solution would be to find a way to move as many businesses out of that area as possible. It sounds weird, but I think if we can work with the people who have recently purchased the Gibraltar Trade Center, since right now it's being used to hold a bunch of Dodge Rams, maybe we can get them to work with those members in that area around Cass and where the what is that, the Kendrick neighborhood? If that neighborhood can be deindustrialized, because, well, I know it sounds kind of silly, but I used to play this game called Sim City. It's a really fun game that's really in-depth when it comes to figuring out different things about how city management. And one of the things I always had a problem was if I put the residential areas and the industrial areas too close together, the cities, the people in that area would move out, and I'd have to find a way to move that away and replace them with business parcels or something like that. But I felt like maybe I could take what I've learned from the video games and hopefully maybe help in what we call RL, real life, in this situation, to where maybe this could help out, to where if we can talk to the landowner and the businesses and get them to work together in order to build some places, then they'll always have some permanent residents, because I know that there's a lot of space there. So we're still gonna have space after that, and that will attract new businesses, because they'll all be like, oh, well, it's not just a giant empty plot, there's people already here. So maybe it'll attract some things to what I think should be called Gibraltar Industrial Park. Because that was the plan, I remember, from, well, I forgot the guy's name, George, but I feel like if he was able to work with the individual industrial buildings and their owners, maybe we could come to terms and move them over to that area right next to I-94, right in that main area, so that way the trucks don't come in off of Cass and into the residential neighborhoods. They could just come off of 94 up North River Road and into that area, in taking the trucks off of the streets that are usually designed for residential traffic, which is getting pretty beat up. I don't know if you've been down Grand Avenue. We've got the nice part of Grand Avenue and then the rest of Grand Avenue, which is understandable given the situation with the state and all that. But I think if we found a way to work to get that industrial area from here over to there, maybe that would not only get that business going, but we could replace that with houses and little businesses, and of course, voters, new voters for this city. So I hope that works. Please, if you guys want to take it, tweak it a little bit, change it, do whatever you want to do.
thank you.
Throwing it out there.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Because I can, because I'm a resident. Karen Bates Gager, 147 Lodwick. Turning Point services are free, and the crisis line number is 463-6990. I just want to put that out there for people who want to use our services and don't know how to get a hold of us, thought that it might be cost prohibitive. We are free. We do counseling in 4 locations throughout the county: Mount Clemens, St. Clair Shores, Warren, and in Romeo. We do sexual assault exams for free. We do personal protection orders for free. We do just a lot of different services that are beneficial to the community, and I just want to make sure that everybody knows what that crisis line number is and how to find our services. And our website, turningpointmacomb.org. Thanks.
Say the number slower.
586-463-6990 is the crisis line.
Thank
And
you.
that answers almost 1,000 calls a month, just in case anybody was wondering. It's about 12,000 calls a year we get. And that can be for any kind of service, but sometimes people are just looking for resources. Sometimes it's they need safety planning. They want to escape, they don't know how, and they need some help with that. So it's a great resource for anybody that needs it.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Ron Hurtubise, 51 Marat Street. I understand we're doing water rates again today. I was wondering if there's a long-term plan for figuring out water rates instead of coming every year and figuring out new rates for every year. If there's like a 3-year plan or a 5-year plan. So I understand this is a little difficult one because the state put some guidelines on everybody that they have to kind of fulfill. So I just wonder if there's any long-term rate increases that we can just put forward for the next 3 years. So thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Come on up.
Thomas Burns, 291 Jones Street in Mount Clemens. I know that the board is considering new city ordinances as it relates to the marijuana initiative. As the state begins to bring forth this new marijuana law in November as it goes onto the ballot, I would caution the city commission to move slowly in this area. Because in my research, I found that these laws are ever changing. So every moment, every month, there's a new law. There was an emergency law that just got pushed back till December 15th to allow all of the medical marijuana dispensaries in Detroit to continue to operate as they are now. As a person who works with kids throughout our entire county, I have watched the effects of what these dispensaries do and how they can grow out of control very quickly. They will read through your ordinances, they will find loopholes and find ways to open new businesses very quickly. This is what happened in the emergency rule in Detroit. When they had the emergency ruling, before you knew it, there were medical marijuana dispensaries on top of each other, Mount Clemens having almost 100 open parcels of land where people could put these dispensaries at. You do not know, if you are not somebody who has been researching this, how quickly this can get out of control. I would caution you to also look into doing an independent council of people who care about this city and are going to hold the feet of these owners to the fire. Not very many people who live in this city are trying to open medical marijuana dispensaries. These people will close their businesses at 9 o'clock at night and they will go home. The tax revenue that is made by the city also has long-term, this could have long-term effects on our children and our community. And if we are going to pass an ordinance that is going to allow for medical marijuana dispensaries in our community, I would also ask this commission to write into the ordinance the decriminalization in our community, where we take the possession of marijuana down to a civil infraction. So if people are caught walking down the streets, that we are not locking up our residents for something that we allow to come into our city.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Okay. No administrative responses. Approval of the minutes from previous meetings.
Motion to approve the minutes of the work session of 9/10 and the regular city commission meeting of 9/4/2018.
Do I have a second?
Support.
Roll call, please.
Campbell.
Yes.
Dempsey.
Yes.
Ford.
Yes.
Fournier.
Yes.
Crop.
Yes.
Menser.
Yes.
Bunton.
Yes.
Okay, general business, 9A, adoption of a resolution revising water and sewer rates. Need a motion?
Move to approve the adoption of the resolution revising the water and sewer rates as presented.
Support.
City administration is requesting the adoption of the attached resolution to revise the current water and sewer rates effective October 1st, 2018 for all of City of Mount Clemens utility customers. At the September 17th work session, City Engineer Kyle Seidel from AEW Incorporated presented the fiscal year 2019 water and sewer rate study and reviewed the proposed increase for consumption rates, which are in line with rates charged by surrounding communities. The city is being mandated by the Michigan Department of Environmental Quality to make significant improvements in the water and sewer treatment plants. The proposed rate increases support these improvements and operations of the pump stations, retention treatment basin, wastewater treatment plant, water filtration plant, and the water and sewer transmission. There are no proposed changes to fixed service charges. The proposed water and sewer consumption service charge fee increase will cost the average residential user approximately $1.30 per month.
Comments, questions?
Go ahead.
Commissioner
My concern was that this amendment, we were looking to do option 4, which would increase.
Option 3.
This is option 3, correct, from the
That's correct.
report?
Correct.
And
Yes.
so we were looking at,
Yeah, if you want to amend that.
can we make a
resolution.
friendly amendment?
Yes.
Oh,
I think you
okay.
just amend it in your motion, because it doesn't state in the motion, it just says to approve the adoption of the resolution, so you
The
say.
attached resolution is
presented.
based upon option 3, so
Right,
if
so
you
you
would
just have
want
to
to
say
amend.
4.
Can we just say option 4? And that will,
Yes.
that will be,
Yes.
so
Yes.
if you want to amend it, because you're the
So,
person.
okay, well, I will.
Well, first, the discussion, is there any other discussion?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, okay.
Commissioner Menzer?
So what we're talking about is the difference between two recommended things. Option 3 would have raised the rates for a resident about $1.30 a month, okay? Option 4 will raise the rates about $2.66 per month. Option 3 breaks us even, is neutral balance. Option 4 will net us approximately $150,000. That $150,000 is not a lot of money, but it will help us repair the water mains as they break and perhaps fix some of the equipment and do some things that the state of Michigan has mandated us to do. And while I'm not exactly thrilled with the water rate increases, because we did increase them, a couple times since I've been on commission, I think the option 4, which would raise our rates approximately $2.66 a month, will give us a head start on some of the repairs that we actually need to make that are crucial for our, so that you can walk into your kitchen and turn on that faucet and get clean, clear, wonderful, beautiful water like we have right now.
Anyone else?
Just so everyone's clear, the resolution, the administration will develop with the engineers what the consumption charge will be under option 4, which is the 4% increase. Right now, you see in the resolution, they have consumption charge, and that can't be computed tonight. They'll have to compute that.
But the dollar amount is still correct.
Yeah.
Okay, just make sure that's right.
So I would make a friendly amendment to
think
the,
we
That
had
goes
one.
with us, but thank you.
pardon me?
They have the amendment over here.
All right.
I make an amendment to the resolution or the motion that has been presented to apply this to option 4 on our list as a resolution.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Is it- Okay, roll call?
Dempsey.
Yes.
Ford.
Yes.
Fournier.
Yes.
Crop.
Yes.
Menzer.
Yes.
Bunton.
Yes?
Campbell.
Yes.
Okay, 9B, adoption of the resolution revising wholesale water rates. Need a motion?
Move to approve the adoption of the resolution revising the wholesale water rates as presented.
Second.
The resolution is to revise the current wholesale water rates effective October 1st, 2018. The revised rates were reviewed with City Commission tonight at the September 17th work session when City Engineer Kyle Seidel, AEW Incorporated, presented the fiscal year 2019 water and sewer rate study. The proposed rate change to wholesale water customers, Clinton Township and Harrison Township, is a 9.9% increase. Wholesale customers share the expense of the water plant based on their average annual consumption and a portion of the operations and commercial activities of the water department budget.
Okay, are there any questions or comments? Okay, seeing none, roll call.
Ford,
Yes.
Fournier,
Yes.
Crab,
Yes.
Menser,
Yes.
Bunton,
Yes.
Campbell,
Yes.
Dempsey.
Yes. Need 9C, approve the purchases and payment of invoices.
Move to approve purchases and payment of invoices as presented.
Support.
Anyone have any questions or comments? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Fournier,
Yes.
Crab,
Yes.
Menser,
Yes.
Bunton,
Yes.
Campbell,
Yes.
Dempsey,
Yes.
Ford.
Yes.
Okay, consent agenda. Need a
Move to
motion?
approve consent agenda as presented.
Support.
Roll call, please.
Crab,
Yes.
Menser,
Yes.
Bunton,
Yes.
Campbell,
Yes.
Dempsey,
Yes.
Ford,
Yes.
Fournier.
Yes.
City managers report.
The last day for the season of the Downtown Farmers Market is Wednesday, September 19th. The market will be open from 1 till 5 p.m. The North River Road Farmers Market will continue on Fridays and Saturdays through mid-November. The 27th Annual Mount Clemens Art Party will be held on Thursday, September 20th, 2018 at 6 p.m. downtown on Macomb Place. And the Downtown Development Authority, along with Petiprin Incorporated, will host the Downtown Mount Clemens Oktoberfest on Friday, September 21st, Saturday, September 22nd, and Sunday, September 23rd. The festival will feature authentic German music, food, and fun for the whole family. Call 586-469-4168 for more information. And Advancing Macomb and Oakland University Macomb will be hosting a community summit on Saturday, October 6th from 9 a.m. until 12 p.m. at the Emerald Theater in downtown Mount Clemens. The purpose of the summit is to talk with residents, community organizations, business owners, and their employees to see what they consider important for growth and improvement in Mount Clemens. Advanced registration is required. You can register at www.advancingmacomb.com/summit or call 586-651-0055. And we would like to welcome new employee Wallace Reese to the city. His employment began on September 10th, 2018 as an operator at the wastewater treatment plant.
Any questions? Okay, great. Commissioner comments. Commissioner Menser.
The Mount Clemens Optimist Club has put up 2 more Little Free Libraries. We put one up at Dorothea and Lenore Streets in the park there, the little pocket park, and we put one up at on Balmoral and Esplanade in that little park there. We still are collecting children's books from anybody. We will come and get them. Just give us a call or let me know, and I'll be happy to come and pick them up from you. These are really going great. The one at Seminole, the kids love it. The one at Wilson, residents are even helping fill that. We appreciate that. I want to tell you, I went to the concert downtown Friday night. It was packed. I sat at Bass City Bistro with some friends. We had a good time there, but it was really a lot of fun to see how many people were in the downtown. There was a line of people in ball gowns waiting to get into the Emerald for the sports book thing, whatever it was called. It was really great to see. There was a lot of really interesting dance moves down at the stage in front of O'Halloran. So there are things going on in our city that are good things. I went to the 9/11 ceremony down in front of the county's courthouse. It was awesome to see probably about 100 bikes from the Patriot Riders and from the Wolverine Harley Club standing there with our fire trucks and Chesterfield Township's ladder truck with the flag suspended. It hits you always right in the heart when they do taps following the 21 gun salute. I was happy to get my dad down there, who of course has a brick on that memorial. Mayor Dempsey and I went to the World War I marker dedication. It's kind of an interesting fact. Saturday was the 100th anniversary of the end of World War I. We should be celebrating our military and what they have done for us. And so on that note, this Friday at 2 p.m., the 33rd annual Vietnam Veterans of America Vigil, 24-hour vigil for POWs and MIAs is taking place at Resurrection Cemetery. This is put on by VVA 154. It's a 24-hour vigil. You can go anytime after Friday at 2 o'clock, and there will be members of the VVA 154 and other posts there guarding that memorial, that traveling wall in Resurrection Cemetery. I encourage you to stop by and visit that. And I just wanted to give a shout out for the Soapbox Derby run by the Lions, the Mount Clemens Optimist Club. We had 6 cars in that. People came over and filled up on pancakes first. We had several kids come over that needed more weight, and so we filled them full of pancakes and sausages at the fire department. They did an awesome job serving the public, and if you had come downtown for that, you would have seen a couple hundred people lining Crocker in support of this event. There are good things happening in our community. You just got to pay attention and see that they're there. This past weekend and the weekend before it, there was a lot of really great things going on in town. That's my comments.
Thank you. Commissioner Ford.
I believe coming up this Thursday, the Shady Side Park Association will have their meeting at 6:30 at the Mount Clemens Public Library. That's it.
Thank you. Commissioner Fournier.
Well, to continue all the happenings in Mount Clemens, we have the art party this week on Thursday night and Oktoberfest on Friday night, so, you know, the fun continues. As one thing I wanted to mention as we go into fall, this weekend I watched a little girl who was riding her bike hit a sidewalk that has got at least 2.5 inches of step on it, wipe out. And she was a mess. She was skinned from the top of her head to, you know, she had flip-flops on and her little toes were all skinned up. Sidewalks are a problem, and it is each homeowner's responsibility to take care of their sidewalks. And I know I've been talking about this for many, many years, but it is our responsibility, and it is, we do need to fix those sidewalks. And the city's program is working in different areas. It can't hit everything at once, but you can still tack on, right, to the, if you have a flag or two that you want fixed this year as part of the city program, you can do that. So that's one solution, that you don't have to go too far to get done or find a cement company that'll come in and do something small. But I really encourage everyone to take a look at your sidewalk and fix them if they need fixing. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Commissioner Button.
Okay, I guess let me just make a quick comment. No, never mind. I'll go right into the comments that I have for the bizarre and unique holidays for the month of September. First of all, the month of September is a Hispanic Heritage Month. It's also Baby Safety Month, and it's Little League Month. Special days to consider. September 17th is National Citizenship Day, a special day of celebration for all American citizens, both native-born and those who chose to become Americans. September 18th is Yom Kippur, or Kippur. Special day of atonement for the Jewish calendar. October 22nd. October 22nd begins the Oktoberfest. It's a celebration that goes all the way through October 7th. It's a celebration of the rich heritage of the German people. September 23rd is, well, September equinox. Marks the beginning of fall and the shortening of the days, or the hours in the day. And then September 28th, the fourth Friday of September, is Native American Day. This day is set aside to honor and celebrate Native Americans, the first Americans to live in the United States. You are encouraged to spend time this day learning about Native Americans, the true original settlers of America. The midterm elections are coming up shortly. Take time to study the candidates and the issues so that you can be informed, an informed voter. Do not depend on the negative things that some politicians tell you about their opponent. Find out what the candidates stand for. These elections possibly could be the most important elections in recent history. If you don't vote, then you are responsible for the results. I'm going to reiterate what Mr. Woods, you're not a doctor yet, are you?
Not yet.
Doctorial? Anyway, said about Advancing Macomb and Oakland University are holding a Mount Clemens Community Summit to help them understand what the citizens and businesses of Mount Clemens would like them to commit to as an effort to improve our community. They would like your input as to what you would like to see them help us to do in our city. Your input is welcome, so please meet with them October 6th from 9 a.m. to noon, and you don't have to stay there the whole time, but they just like to have you show up and give them your opinion and thoughts. And that will take place at the Emerald Theater, located at 31 North Walnut in the city. Light refreshments will be served. Advanced registration is required. You may register in it at advancingmacomb.com/summit or call 586-651-0055. And I have flyers here for those of you who are present and would like to pick up a flyer. I'll have them set up on the front, or you can come up and get them. This is worthwhile if we want our community to grow and to develop and have, these are people who are coming in and want to help us do that. They want to see our vision, they want to see what we want to do, and they have resources that we don't have to spend our money in doing to develop our community. So those of you who are listening to this, those of you who are present, you can put yourself out for a little while, from 9 to 12 on October 6th. And with that, we'll go to Commissioner Wisdom. You may have to fight a battle more than once to win it, and that's by Margaret Thatcher. And with that, we'll say good night.
Thank you. Commissioner Kropp.
I would first like to say that I'd like to thank everyone who came to my coffee talk this month in September. I had a good turnout on Tuesday morning, but I had a great turnout on Thursday evening. I had 8 people who had never attended a coffee talk before, in addition to a few other folks. So that was really a great turnout, and we had some really good conversation. So I thank you for that. My coffee talks for this month will be Tuesday, the 9th, October 9th, at 9:30 a.m. at John's Family Grill, and then Thursday, October 11th at 7 p.m. John's Family Grill. I too am looking forward to the art party and the Oktoberfest. I almost called it German something. The Oktoberfest this weekend. It's always nice to see the city, especially downtown, alive with people. And I'd like to extend a special thank you and congratulations to the Carnegie Medal winners of tonight. That's all I have.
Thank you. Commissioner Campbell.
I too wanted to talk about the Carnegie Awards. I had the opportunity to look at them. They were beautiful medals, and I thought it was impressive to see that someone was willing to risk their life for someone else. So presentations were very nice. Also, I want to thank the city administration for working on some code issues that residents have brought to me, so thank you very much for that.
Thank you. For those who aren't aware, Andrew Carnegie is also the person that built the current art center that's there. That was the library for Mount Clemens for years, and I'm not quite sure, but there are a number of Carnegie buildings throughout the United States also. So he's the one that started this award. I think there were 19 recipients this year, or from 2017, that received those awards. And congratulations to it's kind of hard to say congratulations to someone that lost their life, but I thought that the brother said it best tonight. And so it was a little emotional in that. But anyway, I just did want to say too, this weekend was happening, last weekend was happening, the rest of the year is going to be happening, I think, downtown Mount Clemens. We have so many things planned. And for all those people who say there's nothing to do in Mount Clemens, they need to get out of their house and come downtown. There is lots to do down here. We have something almost every weekend going. The Bicentennial Committee is busy planning the holiday celebration. I think everybody will be very pleased. We'll share with you what we're going to be doing in the next month or so. But I think that's going to be the highlight also of our bicentennial functions that we've had over the year. And the parade, of course, is coming up, so if anybody's interested in volunteering for the parade, looking for lots of floats, looking for people to come out and celebrate our 200th birthday. So you can contact the city if you're interested. And do come down for the Oktoberfest. It's always fun. We have a good turnout, and come and enjoy yourselves. So that's all I have, and I need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Support.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Meeting adjourned.